Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. Welcome to my 500 subscriber celebration hop. I am beyond excited and super grateful to be here and to know that some of my absolute favorite creatives are hopping along and scrap lifting me. So I thought today I would document my 500 subscribers by using this picture. And this is an old layout that I did back in, I'm going to show you the date, in March of 2021. It's one of the very first layouts I did. Well, it was actually right before I started my YouTube channel. And I thought this was kind of like I wanted something with two pictures because I have two pictures. But I wanted something kind of simple that I hadn't done a whole lot with so I could make it better. So I also am going to document this award my 13-year-old created for me when I hit 500 subscribers. And it says 500 subscribers at the top and then Scrapping on the Fly on the bottom. So, and he put the little YouTube symbol. And I decided there is no better time to break into my Spectrum Sherbet by 49 and Market. I have never used it other than to pilfer it and touch it and love it. I have not opened any of this stuff other than like what I put in my little kits. I've not cut a single piece of paper. Oh, and it's so hard, you all. This collection is absolutely stunning. So I only got out my tidal wave ephemera, and then I have a little bit of the mixed that have both. And so I have that too. It's the tags that have all the different colors. I didn't get out the strawberry lemonade one because I wasn't planning on bringing too much pink or orange into this collection. So I've got my papers, my tons of embellishments, these two pictures, and this layout I'm going to scrap lift. So let's see how this goes. Okay, you all, here I go. I'm going to go through this stack of papers. I just love this whole collection, and I wanted everything, but you have to try not to get it all, but I got quite a bit of it. So I love all these papers, and it's like, nope, can't do that. No, I don't want to use that. So I set this one aside because that's the one I'm thinking I'm going to use. And then this one, my favorite color in the whole wide world is like a teal. Any teal, green, blue color pattern or color is typically going to make me uber happy. And so I thought I would use that as my main color, but I also thought I would accent it with some yellow. I like all shades of green. Green makes me super happy, but this shade of green is just like the cat's meow to me. So I measure this out to 12 inches because I want to use the branding strip. And so then I trim this one down, and my plan is for this one with the color pattern in the middle to be my background paper. And then I'm going to use this tealy colored gorgeousness. Oh, here I go. I'm going to cut the paper. Cutting a branding strip off is one thing you want, but cutting the actual paper, whew, man, it's okay. It's okay. So I cut the paper. I know you all, I'm crazy. And I'm not going to have them be full 6 inches. So originally I thought I'd have one be a full 6 inches and the other one be smaller. And then I changed my mind. So I'm going to cut down this one to, I believe I made them 5.5 by 4.5. So they would have a bit of a fat border on the top and bottom and have a little bit of a border on the sides as well. And then I put it down and I go, oh my gosh, what in the heck? I can't cover that up. So I put it back. You all, I can't help it. I mean, it's gorgeous. It needs to have like a picture up there in the top left or something, not up all over the middle where the gorgeousness is. So I pull out this yellow, and sorry about the ring light. I pull out the yellow, and I love this. I love that there's that newspaper print on there. And originally I thought I was going to use this solid yellow, but you know, I feel like it's, you know, newsworthy kind of thing that the print on there is kind of fitting. So I'm going to leave it on this side. So I'm going to use the yellow branding strip from this paper I'm using, the teal branding strip from what I cut the paper picture mats out of, and then I'm going to go ahead and use this mat or this branding strip from the paper I originally was going to use. And then for my fourth little strip, I'm going to pull out that yellow fancy thing border that came with the Spectrum Sherbert. So I am layering my pictures a little bit, and I could have layered them either way. It really didn't matter. And then I start going through the ephemera, and I want to find a word phrase or two. So this first one, I found something that I loved a lot. It said something like, "You're amazing." And I thought, okay, it's kind of egotistical. However, then I found this one that says, "We are better together." And I thought, between me and my subscribers and me and my son who made my thing, that was the perfect phrase for this layout. And if I had put the "You are amazing," it would have been directed at you all and not me, but that's not probably how it would have come across. So I put it back, and then I just dug for a bunch of other ephemera, and then these rub-ons, oh, these things are fabulous. So I was reading the instructions. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't delete this part out. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to make sure they weren't something different than a normal rub-on. And they're not. And they're uber easy. And so I set those aside because I definitely want to add that. I thought about adding some mixed media, but I really just wanted to use this gorgeous collection and not add anything that was not a part of it. So I'm going to layer the pictures, and in the layout that I'm scrap lifting, they are side by side and not touching. But like I said, I'm trying to turn this one up a notch. The other layout is documenting my mom's knee surgery. She had knee replacement surgery in 2019, I had to think. And so I had documented it, and it was like, it had some pun in it that was really, really cheesy, if you caught that. So I cut one strip of these teal colored rub-ons, and I cut it not completely in half because I have one is shorter than the other. And I'm going to put this one down at the bottom so that the little strips that go across the bottom look like they're coming out of that. And so I just rub those on there, and I don't know how hard you have to rub. Sometimes you have to like practically give yourself a cramp in your hand, but these weren't like that at all. These were very simple and went down pretty quickly. I use this teal branding strip across the bottom and lay it down, and then I started to put the fancy one down, and then I realized I wanted to put these other two down first so that the fancy one would be on the very top. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with my tape runner today. Don't know what that's all about. Normally I can see there's like some kind of a backup or like something's gotten caught, but I don't see that, so I don't know why it's acting all crazy. So I get those two down, and then I'm going to get my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and I'm going to use that to glue my little piece here. And then I'm going to put it down pretty much right over top of the teal. I wanted it to have that background, and so I went ahead and pretty much put it on top. So in the inspiration scrap lift, it is two separate layers or two separate strips. So then I put this lovely little tag down, and it's got the teals and the light aqua teal color. It also has that limey kind of green. And so I pulled this piece right here that's over on the right side. I pulled that out from one of the ephemera packs so that it would help add a little bit more of that same color. And then I'm going to put some more of the rub-ons down here, and I just love the way that they turn out. They're so fun. And so I put those down there, and then it's going to look like they're coming straight out of this picture. And so you can see right there, I cut the back part so I'm not losing all of that piece of that ephemera that I pulled from the ephemera kit. I am not about to waste. If this layout was not, so open, I would have got that paper. I would have. But I wasn't going to do that when the picture wasn't that big in the middle. So I put a little label down, and I'm going to end up writing the date on that, which I did mark on a Post-it note over towards the left. You can't see it, but I wrote it down. And that way I had the date. And then I have this little ribbon, and I think it says surrounded by love or something like that. We'll see in the close-up. And then I have this little piece of the like notebook paper. I love that look so much. So I tucked that in over there on the left, and then I put that little thing that says we are better together right there next to my scrapping on the fly little thing. And then I am going to put this circular distress thing that says you are loved right in the middle. And I wanted it to be in the middle because obviously my son loves me and I feel the love from you all. So I thought that was perfect. I love these little tickets, and I used one of the aqua and the teal, but I decided I was going to cut them because I was going to tuck them in and up. I don't want it to cover up too much of that paper, so I really just wanted to tuck a little bit. So you can see where I've kept the pieces that I cut over there on the left, and I'm just taping these together, and then I'm going to tuck them in there, and you would never know that it wasn't a full ticket sticking in there. And I'm all about that. I do not waste, you all. That is not my thing. So this little word phrase says something about filling my heart. This fills my heart or something like that. And so I wanted to put that right there above where my kiddo's award is. And one night when I was recording, he came in here and asked me if he could have some paint while I'm recording, mind you. And if he could have like some different this and that. So we had boxes from where we had just moved. And he taped this. Oh, that's the other thing he asked for, tape. He taped and built this box, painted it, designed it, and then while I was recording the voiceover, he came in and handed it to me. So one of the voiceovers I did back in, I think it was June. You can hear all of that. And then I share what he made me in a video at one point. And when I finally get my room tour done, you'll see where it is on display in my scrap room. So I use the little baubles. I mean, those little things right there, the wishing bubbles and baubles, oh, they're just stunning. All right, so here is the layout I was going to scrap lift. And like I said, yep, punny. And then here is my layout that I completed. Oh, you all, I love this collection. It's so gorgeous. Anyway. Yep, this fills my heart. So I hope that you all enjoyed this. I cannot thank you all enough for watching this video, watching all the videos. You all have been so supportive and so just kind and inspiring. Every time you all comment and like my videos, it just brings me more and more joy. I love to hear your stories, and I love to see the things that you all post online. And I just thank all of you all who followed me today. Please go below to all the awesome creatives who were so kind to scrap lift me today. Thank you all again. I love you. Have a great night and happy scrapping.